Hello, welcome to Healing with podcast. I am Marissa McDevitt, your host, mindset coach, mentor, and founder of Healing Center. Tired of all the BS? So was I. This podcast is my raw, unfiltered take on life, sharing my personal experiences, lessons, and healing practices that helped me break free from the cycles that no longer serve me. I'm just an average woman who decided to stop settling and start speaking up. Here we dive deep into the messy, beautiful, and sometimes painful realities of life, business, and relationships. No fluff, no judgment, just real talk, real growth, and real transformation. This is a safe space for anyone, women, men, and all the beauties in between. So who's ready to raise their standards, heal, and step into their power? Let's learn, grow, and evolve together. Now tune in and let's talk about it. So this episode inspired me because it's December. So we are in December 2025. What a year. And tonight is the last full moon, super moon. A lot has happened this year, and I've realized that I should probably talk about it. So from snake to horse, 2025 transformation, and 2026 quantum leap. So if 2025 felt intense, emotional, chaotic, or like your entire identity was being stripped down, there's definitely a reason. So 2025 was the year of the snake. The cycle of shedding, releasing, and rebirth. The universe asked you to face your shadows, heal old stories, close old timelines, and let go of anything that wasn't aligned to your next level. Wow. And now we're stepping in 2026, the year of the horse. A year of fast movement, momentum, manifestation, abundance, courage, and full send energy, baby. So today's episode, I'm going to break down why the snake year forced you to grow, why so many relationships, friendships, patterns, and identities fell away. Oh my gosh. What this shedding prepared you for. The horse year, the energetics of the horse year 2026. Why your manifestations are about to accelerate. How to ride this new wave of momentum. And the moon, the power of this last full moon tonight. My personal moon ceremony ritual. And how to prepare your energy, mindset, and intention for 2026. So this episode is full of activation. A reminder that you didn't lose anything. You shed everything that was holding you back. Let's say that again. A reminder that you didn't lose anything. You shed everything that was holding you back. And 2026, it's blast off time, baby. Which is so funny because my partner Roger has been saying that for the last 6 months. He's like 2026, 2026, 2026. And I didn't even know it was the year of the horse. I just found this out. And he just has a knowing. He's so intuitive and he has no idea even probably what in tune means. All right. So again, if 2025 felt like a year of shedding, breaking down, and rebirth, you're not crazy. You were living through the year of the snake, just like me. The year of the snake. You didn't lose your friends, opportunities, or old versions of yourself. You shed them. That's what the snake year does. That hit my heart. And 2026, the year of the horse, the year of blast off energy, as I like to say. But the key is whatever you didn't heal in the snake year will follow you. So today I'm breaking down what this transition really means. I'm so excited to dive into this because as I was unraveling my year the last couple of days, And then I realized like, oh, it's the snake year. And then it like hit me, boom, 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 boom. Duh, that's why everything happened the way it did this year. That's why I'm inspired to talk about the Chinese zodiac signs and the energy cycles of what's going on, because it really does matter. Even if you don't believe in it, you can't deny what has happened if you even have a slight awareness. So the year of the snake, 2025, the year of shedding. The snake year is known for deep transformation, shedding old identities, revealing hidden truths, eliminating toxic connections, inner alchemy, spiritual awakenings, and shadow work. Tons of it. So this is the year where the universe forces you inward. Anything built on ego, illusion, or fear dissolves. So why it felt so intense this year? Old cycles resurfacing probably came up. What does that mean? Old cycles resurfacing. Old patterns and cycles that used to happen kept coming back up and up. And the reason why they do that is so they keep coming up and up. You're like, why the heck does this keep happening to me? So you learn how to release it. So you learn from the old patterns and cycles to release them so you can be centered and ready for this year to come, the horse. This year of the snake felt extremely intense with dramatic endings. And if you want to hear a few of them, you just jump on my last episodes and you're going to hear a lot of dramatic endings. It was a lot of dramatic endings. Was cool, at least for me, which was like old cycles resurfacing and dramatic endings, was because it was literally the same exact thing I went through a few years ago with a male and a female who I was living with. Same exact thing, just opposite. It was the female that went cuckoo in the noo-noo, and this time it was the male that went cuckoo in the noo-noo. And before, I didn't stand up for myself. And I didn't say, your energy is cuckoo in the noo-noo. Absolutely not. I was so like blindsided by it, honestly, and like heartbroken that it hurt me so bad that I just kept to myself and moved out and healed on my own. And it took me forever. So then it happened again, right? It's like, what the heck? How is the universe going to do that to me twice? Well, because I had to learn. I had to learn to stand up for myself. I had to say, wait a minute, you're cuckoo in the noo-noo. Because you're cuckoo in the noo-noo and you're insecure doesn't mean that you have to take it out on me. But that's what they did. But no. You guys want to bask in your insecurities together? You want to say, oh, Marissa, I'm just like that. I'm just like that. I'm full of insecurities and I get jealous over everything. I'm just like that too. That's just how we are. You want to keep going in that cycle and cycle and cycle of insecurities and being walked on, like you guys treat each other like doormats, being walked on and gaslit and all the yucky things? Bye. Where's my chakra bell? Bye. Keeps coming back to me often is the fact that she goes, I'm the same exact way as him. I act and react the same exact way as him, full of insecurities and jealousy. That's how I am too. And I'm like, wait a minute. Haven't you done any self-work? So anyways, y'all keep going in the same circle of I'm insecure, so I'm going to get jealous. You're insecure, so you're going to get jealous. I'm Lulu, Nunu in the tutu. I'm Nunu in the tutu. So let's just keep being in this relationship of toxicity and insecurities, because if you're insecure, then I'm insecure, and we could just be together insecure. Read a book. Jesus. Watch a podcast episode. Like, you guys, I spent so many years listening how to be the best partner possible, how to love myself fully, how to love myself fully so I could show up for my future partner in stability, in confidence, in love, and no jealousy. Like, they got jealous over because the dude said the girl looked good on TV. Like, come on. They don't even go to music festivals anymore because they're jealous of each other. They can't have someone look at each other. Like, dude, that is so Lulu in a tutu. Old cycles resurfacing and dramatic endings. Sometimes I go, shock around myself. The point is, this had to happen for the second time with me. So I learned how to stick up for myself. So when it happened again, I was like, oh, heck no. I know this Lulu in the tutu stuff. You guys are Nunu in the tutu. You guys want to be like that? Fine, be like that. Walk on each other. Whatever. You guys live your life the way you want to. I'm out. Peace, love, and whoops. I packed up my stuff and I got out of there. Never looked back. Block, block, block. Block, 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 block. Block party. We had a block party. We had a big block party this year. I blocked so many people. Felt really, really good, actually. Feels good still. And that's another thing. Let's talk about that for 1 second. Block party. Let's talk about it. It's so funny to me how people like have the hardest times blocking someone. I love blocking people. Block, 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 block. Never look back. Maybe it's the Libra on me. However, like, I don't care for the drama. I don't care. Once you've made it to my block list, you're never coming back. You're literally on the block party list. Sorry. Try next incarnation to raise your vibration and energy to be in my field because your cuckoo in the nunu ain't having it. I have acquaintances telling me, yeah, I hung out with them and they were showing me their text threads and this crazy dude, their ex-boyfriend, was texting them all day, every day. And I go, so you guys just sit there and talk to each other about it? Like, why don't you just block them? Then you don't have to get of crazy text messages. I mean, it's only common sense to me. And then the same thing. Oh, my ex keeps hitting me up. And then they talk shit about their ex to me. But really, we know you like the drama because you keep you keep talking to them. You're not learning. You're not learning. You're going to be stuck. If you don't figure this out this month, you're going to be stuck like this forever. I'm just kidding. At least you're fucking up your whole momentum. So block party. Have one. Learn to love the block parties, okay? Simple as that. It's like if someone's driving you absolutely bonkers or they're cuckoo in the nunu and you know they're cuckoo in the nunu, block, bye, peace, love, and wubs. I have so many new friend requests. Thank you very much on Facebook and Instagram. I'm like, what? That's cool, y'all. I appreciate the support. So, of course, I'm just like, accept new friends, block old friends for new friends. But sometimes there's a cuckoo and a nunu that shows up. And it's pretty easy to spot because they'll immediately message me and try to, whatever they try to do. And I just go, delete. It's as easy as that, people. I just don't understand some people lately. So the breakdowns, let's get back to this. Year of feeling intense, year of the snake. Breakdowns that led to breakthroughs. Yeah. For example, I went to Wisconsin this summer. Everybody knows the story. If you don't, go back. I talked about it in a couple episodes ago. Oh my gosh. Complete fuckery happened there. I had friends that were in denial. I had friends that were lying. I had friends that were cuckoo in the nunu. I had friends that were smoking the bad dope, not weed, bad dope, which we won't even get into the weed thing, but I was just like so heartbroken and confused that it all happened at once. It was literally one of my biggest sheddings and releases and crying and not understanding that I've had in a long time. And even though I was right, he was a complete drug addict, she freaking knew it. Still no reach out. Still no, hey, thanks for driving all the way up here and changing your whole entire life and dropping all this money on me and my wedding to be there. And even though you were right, and I knew you were right, and I knew my fiance was a drug addict, and he's still a current drug addict, I'm sorry you had to go through that. And I love you because we've been friends for 17 years. Nothing, not even nothing. And I had to accept that. That was my breakthrough. That whole trip was shedding all those relationships. All those. I have friends that are complete liars, in denial. And that's the way they want to live. And then I have another friend that smokes so much weed before, after, during work to suppress her emotions because she's so insecure with her partner, and all they do is be insecure with each other in a cycle of insecurity. And they just smoke weed to suppress each other's emotions because they don't want to have conflict. It's the world. We have to have conflict. You got to stick up for yourself. You got to have a conversation. But they can't have a conversation because that's how they both are, insane to the membrane. My breakthrough, I had to accept where they are. Fine. You want to act like that? Fine. You want to treat me like dog shit? Fine. All of you, fine. Bye. Bye. Peace, love, and wubs. You're on the block party list. You're blocked. Yeah, it freaking hurt. It freaking hurt. But that's life. You can't expect everybody to have healthy, succeeding life, love, and relationships. Okay, so that's for them to figure out. It's not your job to make them figure it out. And that was my breakthrough this year. That's the way they want to live. That's the way they're going to live. Not my problem. My energy is going frequency rising. I don't have time for like the same shit 10 years ago. I don't have time for them acting completely fake surface. You're completely fake persona to me. And then I stay with you 2 months and all the real colors come out. No, honey. No, honey. That's not how it works. Bye. So relationships shifting, all of them. Friendships, family ships, your own relationships. And an identity crisis or rebirth. That was the year of the snake. So the snake doesn't destroy you. It strips you down so you can rebuild aligned. Holy freaking smokes, did that happen to me this year? Let's talk about it. Why the snake year was critical for your growth. You learned to release old stories. You learned to see your patterns. You confronted your truth. You healed childhood wounds. You broke cycles. You detached from what wasn't yours. This year prepared you for everything you've been asking for by clearing your energetic inventory. Now, let's rewind because that's exactly what happened this year. Strip me down to the absolute core so I can find my boundaries, my standards, my love, my heart, my magic, my routine, my consistency, you name it. I did it this year. Holy moly. It made me look at myself in so many ways and learn. I learned acceptance, to accept people for where they're at. I learned patience. I have to have patience with my projects, with my business, with everything because things take time and consistency. I learned to love even the ones that hate me. Oh my gosh, that took forever. That took all the way 2 years. And this year, I learned this year, after all this stuff went down, I learned this year, after many years of resentment and hate towards people who hurt me, how to love them, even though they're nasty people. That takes inner work. I don't care who you are. That takes a lot of freaking inner strength to sit there in meditation and put each person in front of you that hurt you and see them in front of you sitting there and tell them that you love them and that you know deep down they don't want to be evil. That takes some inner strength because deep down people don't want to be evil. When people are evil, like all these people, when they're evil to me, it's because they're so disgusted with their own selves. Happy people, loving people, joyful people, people with good energy, people with a black cat energy, chill, calm, cool, collected. Things happen the way they happen. They're not nasty to people. They're not fake. They're not liars. They're not ugly. They're not to people. So if any of this resonates, anything, if you were like, oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, yes, Marissa, please drop it in the comments. What did the year of the snake do for you? What did you learn? What did you learn this year? What did you shed? Tell me in the comments. I know I'm not alone. Drop it. Drop them in the comments. Tell me, email me, message me. I'm on all the socials. I want to know. I'm here for you. This was the year where the universe forces you inward. And the snake doesn't destroy you. It strips you down so you can rebuild aligned. Insane. All right, this is the fun one. The year of the horse, 2026, full send into your future, baby. Gosh, are we feeling this? So the overview of this horse energy. Woohoo! Everybody knows I love horses. And if you don't know, I do love horses. I grew up with horses. I will be dropping that episode soon about how horses saved my life. Amen. Hallelujah. So the horse brings movement, momentum, expansion, speed, courage, action, abundance, breaking free, and wild confidence. Yeah. Horse years are about going for it. No more hiding, no more doubting, and no more waiting. This is a year where the universe rewards the work you did during snake year. Woo! Because let me tell you what, I did a lot of freaking work. Snake year, okay? Inner work. I need a break. I literally said to the universe, how much do you think I can handle? And they said, this much. Because look at you now, girl. So the horse amplifies your direction, your goals, your frequency, your clarity, and your action of taking power. This is the blast off energy, but only for those who did the inner work. You have to do the inner work. If you're stuck in the same cycles and patterns, you're going to be doing that again in horse year. You have to do the inner work, y'all. The shadow work. Learn to love your shadow. That's what I did. Learn to love your shadow. Your shadow wants love. There is parts of you that you're ignoring, which needs more love. Learn about it. Figure it out. Message me. I'll tell you more. Ooh, I like this. This is a great cosmic reminder. Nothing comes through unless you're aligned. Nothing sticks unless you're committed. And nothing grows unless you act. Woo! Nothing comes unless you're aligned. Amen. So let's talk about that. For example, I have all these big dreams. I'm a manifesting generator. So I dream big. I manifest. That's what I do. But of course, I want to manifest $1 million and all these things. But when your frequency doesn't match that, it's not going to happen. So you have to do the inner work. You have to work hard. You have to act as if it's already there. And practice love, compassion, gratitude to become in alignment with the timeline that you're trying to manifest because it's already done. Nothing sticks unless you're committed. Yeah. So another thing, sometimes a lot of us do way too many things at once instead of going all in on one thing. I learned that the hard way. I spent a year doing this. So now I'm going to spend a year going all in on my podcast. One thing, pick one thing and go all in. Nothing sticks unless you're committed. Go all in on the relationship if it's loving and makes you happy. Go all in on the job if it's happy or whatever. You have to be completely committed. And nothing grows unless you act. You could sit there and say, I want my podcast to be 1 million views, but when you are not consistent with your podcast episodes or when you're not recording every single day or whatever it is, how is it supposed to grow? You have to pick one thing, you have to be committed, and you have to go all in. That means action. And trust me, I teach you all of that in my program. I teach you all about that. Action steps, how to get there. I help you get to your goals and dreams. Because why? I do it too. I know. I've been doing it with my coaches for years. So let's talk about the beautiful full moon tonight. Woo woo! December is magic, by the way. I don't know if y'all know that, but December's magic. So why this full moon is powerful? Because it closes the snake chapter. Yes. Peace, love, and love, snake. All the snakes. Holy smokes. I just realized that. Poo, 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 poo. That's my brain going off. Everybody who was a snake, bye. You're gone with the snake year. Everyone who's a snake, bye. You're gone with the snake year. I'm welcoming in the horse year. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Tonight's moon amplifies release and reflection. It clears the energetic space for the horse. December full moons are completion moons because you just went through 12 of them. This one is extra important for manifestation alignment. The energies that play with this moon are strong emotional release, if you can't tell by this episode. Heightened intuition. Synchronicities. Oh yeah, 1133, that's been my number. The black cat energy came through today. My honey has a little black cat that visits him. Sudden clarity. Boom. Tons of it. Timeline shifting. Yes, because I am shifting to the timeline that I am now aligning with. I could feel it. And identity activation. I am a podcaster. I have a podcast. That is my identity activation. I am a life coach. I am a mentor. I am transitioning to the timeline of full-time podcast, full-time life coach and mentor. This is a cosmic reset button. Boom. You're the snake. Bye. Okay. So anyways, let's talk about how I do the full moon ceremonies, which is important for tonight. So how to do a full moon ceremony. Cleanse your space. Sage, Palo Santo, incense, frankincense, all the fun things. I have a charcoal. Okay. I do the elements, the water, air, fire, earth elements. And then I burn my ceremonial incense, which is actually handcrafted ritual incense that I got from Bisbee, Arizona. So this one is deep access, align, cleanse, elevate, and deepen. And this one is handcrafted under the blue moon. And this one's pivot, portal, timing, and change. So why do I want that? Because one, I'm aligning and I'm cleansing what no longer serves me. I'm aligning and I'm elevating deeper to the timing and timeline change and portal of the timeline story that I am manifesting, right? I'm stepping into it. So I cleanse myself with sage or Palo Santo. I use a lot of Palo Santo now because personally I think sage is tired of being burnt. Or I use frankincense. I've already journaled. I journal every single day. I journal at night. I journal sometimes during the day, and I journal in the morning. But like last night, I journaled all night. This morning, I journaled. This is important here. So, this is a actual ritual burning paper, but you can use any paper. I used to use any paper, but this is really cool paper. So what I do is I write down everything that I am releasing so that I can align and call in everything to manifest for my future, which means like, for example, lack of any kind. So lack financially, lack of abundance, lack of whatever. I am releasing that. I am no longer in lack. I am no longer in fear. I am no longer in fear of what if it works out? What if it doesn't work out? I'm no longer like that. I'm releasing any stagnant energy. I'm releasing I'm releasing judgment. No judgment on anyone, no judgment on myself, because everybody is where they're supposed to be. It's their life, their game to create, their reality to create. If they want to stay there, then no judgment. That's on you. I'm over here in my reality, living my life. You write down everything that you want to release, okay? Once you have everything, you burn it safely. I go outside under the moon. I do a little breath work. I get centered. I light my incense. I thank the moon. I am so much gratitude for Gaia, Mother Earth, and the moon for allowing me to be here on this planet and allowing me to use energy and ceremony within us all. And then I read what's on my paper to the moon and to the universe. I release this. I release all this so that I can call in. Boom, 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 boom. I read out what I want to call in. Burn this paper. I burn the paper. If there's like little remnants or whatever, I use what's left of the charcoal and my all this, and I put it back in the ground because we recycle everything. Then it's so much fun. It's so much fun to go and journal about everything you're going to call in for 2026. I do a vision board. Vision boards are so much fun. I have my vision journal. Well, I do like a Canva. I'll do a Canva vision board, which is on my computer too. Okay, so your mindset for December. You need to have this. December is full of magic, okay? So December is our last month of 2025, you guys. We are done with the snake. We are done shedding. We are done releasing. We are done. We're ready to manifest. But in order to do that, you have to stop doubting. You have to stop waiting. Stop playing small. Act like it's already happening. And be who you want to be now. So what I've been doing since December 1st, I have a morning routine that I see myself having in the future when I am completely wealthy with the abundance of money, so I don't have to worry about it, with, me owning, just working completely remote, all the things. I'm acting like that's already now. So I wake up with my gratitude. I do my morning coconut water, and then I do my morning tea or pre-workout. I go to the gym. I do a great workout. I go tanning. Maybe I do red lights. I do the massage chair. I come home. I make my protein shake. I take my dog for a long walk around the block. I come home and I start filming. I'm either building my program right now, I'm back in school with my coaches, or I am filming podcasts. Okay? Then I eat good. I eat good, clean food. Okay? So I go outside. I sun gaze. Sun gazing is so important right now, especially with the 3-Eye Atlas that just came and gave us all the downloads. I can get into that another time, but wow. Okay, I'm just gratitude. I stay in gratitude. It is so important. So you don't manifest by hoping. You manifest by becoming. That's so important. Become who you want to manifest already now. So take inspired action. Say yes before you feel ready. Move like the horse energy is already here. That's what I'm doing. And trust your future self and trust your higher self, because that's what you're here to do, is to find your higher self. And you're like, Marissa, what the hell is a higher self? DM me. Let's talk. I have so much fun things coming up, you guys. It's awesome. I'm super excited. All right. And the affirmation I want to end on today is I trust the timing of my life. I honor what I've shed. I embrace who I'm becoming, and I ride boldly into the future that is already mine. My path is guided, my heart is aligned, and everything I am calling in is calling me too. And with much love, have a beautiful day.